Here we see a wild Lisa in her natural habitat. Look at how she scavenges for tools. Absolutely fascinating. If you listen carefully, you can hear her call of, "Be good, be safe! Be good, be safe!" Every morning I wake up to that chirping outside my window. "Be good, be safe!"
Not that one. So what's wrong with the air conditioner vent?
Watch as the wild Lisa headbutts the air conditioner in her frustration. If the wild Lisa is unable to make her home habitable again, she may have to call in the dad mate. You can recognize him by his call. "You're not doing it right."
Not the dad. The air conditioner repairman. And his call is, "You owe me $80." Every single time. As promised, this week I'm going to show you how I do a toe bug and wrinkle. I have the vamps crimped. That's usually the first question that people ask me. Do you crimp the vamps before you put in the toe bug and wrinkle? And the answer is yes, I do. The first thing I'm going to do is mark where the tongue goes and go ahead and cut that out because I need that information in order to pattern correctly. I'm using a template for cutting the tongue, just like the ones that are included in my book and DVD set. And the reason I wanted to go ahead and cut that out is that will help me position the way the vamp is going to sit on the last. The wrinkle should be right here at the bend of the foot because that's the purpose of the wrinkles, is to guide the wrinkles of the boot. And so it needs to be right in this area where your foot bends. So the tricky part about putting the toe bug and wrinkle on after you crimp is you're working with a three-dimensional piece of material and you can't lay it flat. It's kind of a pain. So what I do is try to get pretty much an equal amount of fullness up here and down here. And I'm going to center my pattern right over that center line that I drew. And mark it on there. Okay, I like to make sure that I have exactly the same amount of wrinkle on either side of the center line. And also that my lines are straight. And those straight lines will keep my stitching straight. Now that I know where I'm going to stitch the toe bug and wrinkle, I need to put a lining on it. This backing is kangaroo lining, but it can be about anything. You just need something that is thin and lightweight. So if you use leather, you want to skive it, and you can also use fabric. I'm going to center it right over that center line and then try to smooth it out to where it conforms to this three-dimensional shape without any wrinkles. Now the spacing I want for this next row of stitching is the width of the roller wheel away. I can see the markings that the roller wheel has made, and I'm going to guide by it. Alright, I think for a boot this size, 3 wrinkles up there will be enough. Now I need to deal with all these hanging threads. So the first thing I'm going to do is pull all the top thread to the back. Now I've got all the top threads pulled to the back. I'm going to cut them off short and then burn them and smush them. I've got some 1/8 inch piping cord that I bought at a fabric store. And it helps to keep it in your mouth because if the ends are damp, they feed through the needle better. So I now carry these. This is a special long needle with a handle for pulling the wrinkle cord through. And then gently, gently work this needle through. And once we get through to the other side, where the eye is exposed, kind of smush the cord between my fingers and then roll it right into the eye of that needle. Gently, gently work it back through. And you just want a tiny bit sticking out at either end. You can trim it off. And repeat. And there we go. Here's what it looks like from the back. And here's what it looks like from the front. A completed toe bug and wrinkle.
Hey Mom, I have this assignment. It's called Me in a Box. Do you want to see it?
I would love to see it.
Alright.
You're so silly.
I'm kidding. It's called Me in a Box, and for my senior year, we're supposed to put 10 things in a box that were just important to us during our senior year. So my first thing is my graphing calculator, because math is my favorite subject. My second item is, this is an upper for a pair of shoes I'm making. I'm wearing cords for Mu Alpha Theta, which is a math club, National Honor Society, National Art Honor Society, and then because I'm a valedictorian. I was in AP Art this year, and I worked so hard on my AP Art portfolio. Last year I went to the One Direction concert that was in Tulsa, and it was amazing. Best concert of my life. I've been keeping a diary since like 5th grade, but this is the diary from my senior year. So there's lots of good stuff in here, lots of angsty stuff.
Do I get to read it?
This is a birthday card from my Aunt Doris, who I'm really close to. This is my pimp ring. This was my acceptance letter to UCO, and they were notifying me that I got the baccalaureate scholarship, which that's a full ride academic scholarship plus $3,000 per year. And then each year there's, at the Masonic Temple, there's an award ceremony if you got all A's. And I got all A's all 4 years, so this year they gave me a really special pin just to congratulate me for getting all A's all 4 years. This is like a certificate saying I was in Mu Alpha Theta, which that's the math club that I really like. This is the lid for my box. I covered it in leather and then I attached these little leather flowers. I wanted to do 12 flowers since I went to school for 12 years, but I messed up one of the flowers, so now I only have 11. But I'm just going to leave it that way because I had a horrible junior year and I don't even want to remember it. It doesn't deserve a flower. So I'm just going to keep the 11 flowers.
I feel like a shame pet. Tell me what you did, Morgan. What did you do? Okay, so Mom got a new shipment of tape, but whoever she bought them from sent them to us with the 2 tapes stuck together, so I had to peel apart each pair of tapes.
So what I'm hearing is this is not your fault.
Yeah, no, it is not my fault. And I lost at least half a layer of skin off of my thumbs trying to peel these things apart. This one is okay. This one, sort of, things happened.
Bad Morgan. Bad Morgan.
Bad things happened. It's not my fault. No one knows what it's like to be the sad man, to be the bad